So today I'm going to be making some chewy, chocolatey homemade brownies, and I found this recipe from Southern Bite. And so when I saw his recipe, I was like, I'm totally going to be making that. I've made homemade brownies before many times, but I thought I would try his recipe. So first, what you need is a stick and a half. I was like looking at this thing and So you need 1 stick and a half of melted butter. So I'm gonna add that. And then you need 1.5 cups of sugar. A half of a teaspoon of salt. And a half of a cup of cocoa. And I use the Hershey's cocoa. And then you mix this up. And you'll see that I'm just gonna do this, not with a mixer, but I'm just gonna stir it around. Just like this. Okay. Now to this, I'm gonna add 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And then 3 large eggs. I'll mix this up really well. And I'm going to be making these because Daryl loves brownies, and Valentine's Day is tomorrow, and he just loves brownies, and I thought I'm just gonna make some delicious homemade ones because secretly I love them too. All right, so once you get that all mixed up, you can see, then you add 1 cup of flour. And I'm gonna mix this up. Now I have preheated the oven to 325, and we're gonna put this in an 8x8 pan. And the thing about brownies is you don't wanna over mix them. And so I'm trying to get all of the flour in there, but I don't wanna mix it too much. Okay, I think that's good. Now to this, I'm gonna add 1/2 cup of chocolate chips. And I think I'm also going to add some Tanner's pecans. In Southern Bite, he did not have that, but we love these Tanner's pecans. And so I'm gonna add like 1/2 cup of the pieces in here. I've talked about Tanner's pecans. I love them. All right, so then I'm gonna mix that up. I'm gonna put it in my pan. All right, I'm gonna spray this 8x8 pan, just the bottom. And then we're gonna add this. I think I'm gonna have to go get that spatula of mine because I wanna make sure I get all of this in here. So let me grab a spatula. Now I love these bowls, and so many of you guys have asked me about these bowls. And if you go to Miss Annie's Home and Kitchen on my website.com, if you look under my favorites, everything that I use, or most everything that I use, I try to put it on the website so that you can buy it if you would like to. And so you will find the bowls, my measuring cups, measuring spoons. This is a very old spatula, so you won't find that. But I think these pans are on there. These are Wilton. And it just takes you to the Amazon store. So anyway, just wanted you to know. Okay, so again, I've set my oven to 325 and I'm gonna put these in the oven for, it says 25 to 30 minutes. So I'll be back. Hey, so I am back. The brownies turned out so good. I'm gonna let you see them. They turned out really good. And in just a second, we're gonna cut these into heart shapes. But I want to make one of my favorite frostings. I'm gonna make a chocolate frosting. And it is going to be out of my #1 cookbook. And I love this cookbook so much, you guys. I created the cookbook that I've always wanted. We have amazing reviews on this cookbook. So if you've been wanting to get one, now's a great time. But on page 57, I have my Hershey's chocolate cake recipe. And then I also included this yummy frosting that is so delicious. So I'm just gonna make the frosting and then we're gonna put it on the brownies. It's gonna be so good. So all you need, first of all, is you need 1 stick of butter and we need it melted. So I'm gonna stick it in the microwave for just a second. And then you'll need Hershey's cocoa. You're also going to need 3 cups of powdered sugar, 1/3 cup of milk, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. So I'm gonna put all this together in just a second, but I want to tell you something I did not know. Did you guys know that on the lid of, like, this equals 1 teaspoon. Most lids on liquids are going to equal 1 teaspoon. I did not know that. I thought that was just a cool little fact to understand. So I'm here to help you. All right, so let me get this butter out. Okay, so you have 1 stick of butter melted, and I'm going to put that in. And then what you do is you need 2/3 of Hershey's cocoa. So we've got this Hershey's cocoa, and we need 2/3. So this is 1/3. We're going to do 2/3. Whoops. Okay. And we're going to stir this together. Okay. So I'm just going to slowly stir this with my little KitchenAid mixer. I've had a lot of people, you guys have commented about this mixer. I love this damn mixer. All right, so now it's nicely stirred together. You see that? All right, and then we're gonna add the powdered sugar and the milk. Okay, so I'm gonna add about half of that powdered sugar, and then I need, let's see how much, 1/3 cup of milk. So I'm going to do about, I'm just going to put about a half, make sure that's 1/3, yeah. I'm going to put in about a half of that and mix this up. Of that in, add my milk, the rest of it. Get this all mixed up. Like I said, it's like my favorite frosting, and I found it. It's from the back of the Hershey cocoa. Grab a spatula and I'm going to get the sides all taken care of. Oh my goodness. See, it's just creamy and delicious. It's so good. One of my faves. Now, of course, you could just get the Duncan Hines or the Pillsbury or whatever frosting if you want to do that to make it easier. But because it's Valentine's Day, I decided to make it from scratch. It's so good. Okay. That looks amazing. I'm going to taste it. So good. All right, so now what I want to show you I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring over my brownies and I'm going to cut them into heart shapes. Of course, you don't have to do that. You can just spread that frosting on. It's going to be so good. But I thought it might be kind of fun to do some heart shapes. Now, honestly, we'll see how this comes out, right? All right, let's see. Is this going to come out? Yeah, look, it's going to come right out. And then I'm going to get a knife. And I'm going to spread this frosting on the top of this. I think it needs to be thicker, and I have plenty of frosting. Okay. And then, if you like sprinkles, which, you know, I kind of asked you guys that before, and some of you like sprinkles and some of you don't. And I was in the office with Mama Sue the other day, and she was like, I don't really like sprinkles. I like the way they look, but I don't really like them. And I'm like, I can understand that. But if you wanted them to be a little bit more festive, these little hearts, you could put some sprinkles on them. Okay. Doesn't that look cute? All right. I think I'm going to finish making these and then I'll show you the end. All right. See you in a second. Okay, you guys, these look so cute and so yummy. I know Daryl is gonna love these. And I know there's a lot over here that has not, you know, to cut out those hearts, there's a lot left over. So I'm probably gonna cut these all into little squares and put maybe a little frosting on them, but I will have to tell you. So this recipe is from Southern Bite, and it was guaranteed for chewy, yummy, delicious brownies, and they are so good. So good. Oh my gosh, and guess what I just realized? I didn't put the frosting on this one. I guess I'm just gonna have to put the frosting on it and try again. That was the best thing I have put in my mouth in a long time. So good. I hope you try this recipe. All right. Always remember that you can be stronger every day and do hard things. And I am wishing you a very happy Valentine's Day. Love you guys so much. I will see you soon. Bye.